Right, good night, good night, good night. Once you see this nice, handsome face on a Saturday, you know that we're here for, our weekly NFL podcast. I'm your host, Kims, and with me, I have Devin, the all rounder. We'll be joined by Dwayne and Gary in a second. They're just running a little bit late. I think Wally West is running away, because I gave him the platform and I said, hey, you can come and talk about Cam Newton and your reason why Cam Newton failed. But I haven't seen him yet. I sent him a message. He hasn't responded. Him read, don't respond. So, but that's Wally. That's Wally. But, the first thing that, we were talking about it a little bit backstage, Devin. And the
Yeah,
first thing, the first thing I want to, and if the producer can go ahead and, put up the image for me with Antonio Brown. Good night, Michelle. Good night, Michelle. Your side get a beating today, but we'll talk about that later on in the our little 1 minute, 2 minute section. Yeah, but if producer can just put up our little graphic, here we go, right? So there was a breaking news that said Antonio Brown and Mike Edwards have each been suspended without pay for the 3 games for basically misrepresenting their vaccination status, right? And then over there on the right hand side, that's his lawyer saying that he is indeed vaccinated. He is indeed vaccinated, but they can't bother go around with the hoopla, so they just take the punishment. Um, good night, Shanila. Good night. So, Devin,
yeah.
what do you have to say about Mr. Antonio Brown? Because this guy has been, one who has
Mm.
been in the news a lot. Obviously, that last year when they won the Super Bowl, Tom Brady have him under wraps. But I feel him let him off the leash right now, and here he goes again. Good night, Shamika. Here he goes again, getting back into trouble. So what do the floor is yours. What do you have to
Well,
say about this?
the lawyer is saying he's vaccinated. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm getting to understand that he went and get one of them
One
fake
of the fake.
vaccination
Yep.
card. That's what
Yep.
I'm hearing. That he got a fake vaccination card and just you know, and I'm hearing that a lot of high profile like even celebs and even like athletes they're doing it too. And I don't know why they keep doing this instead of just go get the vaccine. So it's either you get the vaccine or you don't, but don't like you're gonna get a fake vaccination card. That's highly deceptive. That's highly deceptive. You know what I mean? And it leads back to the comparison of your favorite player, Aaron Rodgers. But I guess you may shed some light on that. But like with this, it warrants a suspension, and I know people gonna make the comparison.
Yep.
This definitely warrants a suspension. It's like you're telling me, okay, yes, I'm vaccinated, but then and you show me a card. That's a total different thing from hearing that. Like I'm saying, here's my card. I'm vaccinated.
Yes. All right. So, let me shed some light on it for the viewers, those who are listening, those who are watching, and, those who, will watch this later on. So check this out, right? So what happened was, this is exactly what happened. In training camp, right? You are required to, especially for the Tampa Bay, because they wanted to be 100% vaccinated, right? I think them and another team, I think it's the Raiders, right? But they wanted to be 100% vaccinated. So what they did, everybody brought in their vaccination card. However, Antonio Brown and the other guy brought in fake vaccination cards, right? However, during training camp, they were told that, hey, Antonio Brown was told that, hey, this is a federal offense because you can go to prison up to 7 years for this. This is a federal offense.
Mm-hmm.
So then what Antonio Brown went and did after that, after he already handed in the card, he actually went and got vaccinated after that. So he is indeed vaccinated now. But he misrepresented with that vaccination card. So, as a result of that, he got in trouble and he got three games suspended. As it relates to the Aaron Rodgers issue now, obviously it's a total different situation. All right, for Aaron Rodgers, the only wrong Aaron Rodgers did was lie to the media or manipulate the media. The NFL knew he wasn't vaccinated. Green Bay knew he wasn't vaccinated. His team knew he didn't vaccinated. Antonio Brown gave off the impression to
Like
everybody
you
that he
were
was
vaccinated.
vaccinated,
Oh,
giving him the vaccination card. So with that being said, people are saying that Antonio Brown should be cut. Big up, Fresh God.
Big up.
Um, People are saying that Antonia Brown should be cut. I'm not sure. And Demo, you're absolutely right. Say at the chef snitch out Brown, and I want to talk about that, Devin, because what was being said was that he owed the chef $2,500,
So
and he
man,
didn't want to pay the chef, right?
that's what I'm
However,
hearing.
however, now he's out 3 games without pay, which is going to be equal to probably $300,000. So that's why I don't think these guys have much sense, because you could have just paid $2,500, because Tampa, when they get the vaccination card, nobody's going to look. Hey, let me make sure. They just want to say, okay, you're vaccinated, and that's it, right? But you don't want to pay them on the $2,500, and now you have to end up forfeit $300,000. You have anything to say about that?
Yeah, because like I'm saying, like people they don't do like some due diligence. Cause like, all right, the other day I took a picture of my vaccination card. I don't walk around with it. I
Yeah.
went to a restaurant, to have some food, and then I just showed them the picture.
Uh-huh.
Again, they didn't ask me for my ID.
Yeah.
I could take a picture of anybody card and say whatever. I just come in there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I could take
Yep.
a picture of the Kim's any and then say, okay, this is me, and I come in here. So if you don't do due diligence, but then like these guys, come on, man. Like you're saying, like you're making so much money and to be avoided. I mean, it's just unthinkable to see what these guys do for these things. Like you're not taking the vaccination, you're not taking the vaccination, or if you're taking it, make a Kyrie stance then. It's either you're out, because
Yep.
I can respect Kyrie for not doing nothing. I can respect Kyrie
Yep.
to do that. But don't be in there and acting like you're vaccinated, then you're not. Don't do that, man. You know what I mean?
So so let me ask you a question now. So let me ask you a question. Would you, as the Tampa Bay Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Would you cut
No.
Antonio Brown, or
No, I'm
would
not
you just
cutting
be
it. I'm not cutting it. I'm not cutting it. I would not cut
okay?
him. But just to clear up, where like I hear a lot of people talking, and there's this discussion with my coworkers and people saying about, oh, everybody just making the comparison. It's big about, compared to Aaron Rodgers and why Aaron Rodgers wasn't suspended, and now he's been suspended, and people drawing the race. So it has nothing to do with the race. It has nothing to do with like Aaron Rodgers, the bigger player. It's just the principle. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Tim said it. Everybody know Aaron within the who's supposed to know that he wasn't vaccinated. He just
Yep.
manipulated the media. This man just come and misrepresented his
Yep.
status. So therefore,
Yep.
he has to be penalized for that. You know. And if even if Antonio was like one of the faces of the league, with that action
Mm-hmm.
comes, he still would
Yep.
have been suspended.
Yep. Yep. It's still, because remember, what another thing that the league looks on, is your reputation. Your reputation over a period of time. But with this particular situation, it is a federal offense. It's not. It is a federal offense. So if you commit a federal offense, eighth place people out here celebrating Chelsea loss. Yeah, but it's a federal offense. So once when Aaron Rodgers manipulated the media, that wasn't that's nothing. You can't. The only thing is the media would not gonna like you, or they won't vote for you for the MVP. But Antonio Brown, should they want to really pursue this thing, you could actually be in jail for 7 years, you know. But um, that's the last I'm going to talk about Antonio Brown. I want to move on to, what happened against my second team, the Miami Dolphins. Carolina Panthers versus the Miami Dolphins. And producer, if you can put up that graphic with both with what? Oh, here's Shanila asking a question. Do you think Antonio Brown is disappointing to his teammates? Do you want to take this one on, Devin?
I would say disappointed in the sense, yes, because guess what? A lot of teams, when he was in his situation, you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
didn't want him. The Patriots try him, they let him go. Belichick not into the foolishness. Other teams try him, and then Tom Brady take him in, you know,
Yeah.
Tom Brady even in some game definitely tried to throw a pass to him so he could get some bonus money. You remember there's a game there? Yeah, try to
Uh-huh.
definitely get him in, and Tom Brady take him in. And I don't know what happened. Just like you said, I mean, certain people they can be team up to a certain extent.
Uh-huh.
Now,
You
now
know,
seeing that the man take in and he start a new fresh leaf and he's doing good. And he has been playing well. Now you come up with something like this. And
mm,
main thing what is disappointing is that if he was that person where it's his first offense, you'd say, okay,
yeah,
it's the first time something like this where off the field thing is affecting him. This man has a reputation for getting his stuff. And now with that reputation, they give him a second chance. He's still going to do something. So he just enhance the reputation and say, boy, this guy just can't change. This guy just can't
yeah.
change. So it's very. If I was his teammate, I'll be very disappointed. I would be very very disappointed. Definitely.
All right. And the person I think who is most would be most disappointing is definitely Tom Brady,
Of course.
right? Because Tom Brady, this is Devin. This is like you're a teacher, I'm a student, and they want to keep me out of school, and you go to the principal and you say, hey,
No. Right.
I'm vouching for this guy. I'm vouching for this guy. This guy is a good student. He just have some things going on, but I'll ensure that I keep him in check. And then I'm in check for 6 months, and then for the next 6 months now, I go ahead and I do something. Principal going to look at you like, yo, I thought you said that this guy, was a
Exactly.
change
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, where Tom Brady is concerned, I think, Tom Brady, probably have a conversation with him, what's it not? So, yeah, so that. Here's Shanila Ellis. Oh, Shanila asking some real fire questions today. I like that. What measures you think the NFL should take to avoid fake vaccination cards? You want to take that one, Devin?
Oh, that one is a tough one, because I don't know what they do. Because like it's not like how I see the match a player's name to their ID, and if the card matches their ID, I don't know what else they can do. I don't know what technology they can use. Um, but I guess with these fake vaccination cards, it's just like you said, for people to do due diligence. And the due diligence is that they'd have to follow up with the
Mm,
the health department, check within the
yep,
system to see of okay, is this actually there? You know what I mean? Because when I
yep,
when I when I go to work and show my vaccination card, it's uploaded, but the check that they do, they check with whoever, and you come back and they say, okay, it was verified, so your status is updated online. But they do
yep.
some kind of check. So I don't know what checks they do. They have to. It's just the only thing they can do. Shanelia, is to do some due diligence and check with the health department to ensure that they are actually in the system. I don't know what else can be done.
Yeah, I would also say, like the NFL is $1 billion company. It's
Yeah,
$1 billion. And here is our Tendu saying, I believe each NFL team should take full responsibility for each member of their team as it relates to vaccination.
I agree.
Uh, Definitely, and I believe that there should be probably a fine to each NFL team. I want to say fine, not no little $1,000, probably a hefty fine, probably a $2 million fine, and you miss 3, 4 draft picks. Because you want to make a statement. Right now, remember, Antonia Brown is injured right now. When persons commit a particular crime, because this is a felony that they did, right? When they commit a particular crime now, you have to do something to deter them from doing it. 3 games now deter nobody, 3 games, people take off 3 games regular. Antonio Brown hasn't played the last 4 games of the Bucks. So now 3 additional games, so I think you have to, take away some draft picks, some first round picks, $2, $3 million fine, yes, Shanila, $2 million.
Yeah,
You have to set a standard. You set a standard, just like what is it? I think there's a fine in Jamaica. I don't remember what it is. There's a fine in Jamaica. I don't know if I have a public indecency. One on can probably help me out, but it's $100 fine. I don't remember what it is. Some serious something, but it's $100 fine. Somebody can help me out with that. I may say, how is that deterring anybody from committing that? Shanila is saying that think they should have some sort of online database system within the
Yeah,
health department or something. Yes, Devin was definitely saying.
yeah, they do, but it's just like Kim said earlier, the due diligence. Like a man just come in and say, "Yo, this is my card," and they check to say, "Okay, that's you. Show your ID, that's your name, whatever. That's it."
Yep.
Nobody check that database, Sinead, and to ensure okay, X is in there and you're actually in the official database. Nobody do that. So
No,
like,
they just want to see the card and you're good
yeah,
to
that's
go.
all.
Definitely, hopefully our producer, the one who is in law school, we can get him to write something to the NFL, write some suggestions, what they can do in order to prevent this, because COVID don't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. So producer, let us now switch gears. I want to switch gears to that Cam Newton. I was watching Stephen A the other day, and he made a particular comment, about Cam Newton. So I want to wait until the producer pulls it up along with Cam Newton wonderful numbers. All right, so he said that was one of the most horrific QB performances we have ever seen. Yesterday, you were the worst quarterback in football. Cam Newton was 5 for 20, 92 yards, two touchdowns with a passer rating of 6.7. Devin, no, we spoke about this, and Cam Newton has often come on and said there are 32 teams in the NFL. He said that he doesn't believe that 32 quarterbacks are better than him right now. The way how he looked against the Dolphins, he looked like 64 quarterbacks better than him, which means the current starting quarterbacks and the current backup for every team seem like they're better than him. What do you think about this Cam Newton performance?
But remember, we talked about it with Wally the other day, and we said, like, no, like, you said that you don't think, like, you think, like, oh, I think it was 45%. He's not better than 45% or at least four quarters.
Yeah,
I don't remember what you were saying last time, and we are saying, I don't think he's that bad. But
yeah,
then we all agree to say, all right, measuring stick will be leading this team to the playoffs because they're in the playoff hunt. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And then this game should be a winnable game, right? No disrespect to Miami. Miami is playing good, right? Miami is playing good, but they're not playing a Green Bay. They're not playing a Kansas because Kansas is improving now, or a New England. They're playing Miami, and then for that kind of performance,
Mm-hmm.
and threw an interception. Yo, that was a bad performance. And I don't know if it was the worst QB performance in football. Because, Steven, he
Yeah.
gets over the top when he wants to make a point and he gets very, excited about making a point. But that's our worst performance. And I'm just so sorry that Wally is not here to come and defend his squad of you. Man,
Yeah, Wally just messaged me. Oh, he's on the road. All of a sudden, all week he's telling me now I'm ready to take me on. And
yeah.
then he knows the show is at 7, but then he's telling me he's on the road.
And
So
the talk was about, because I really wanted to, because the talk was about last week we were saying there was a play where he made some bad play, but then you were saying they were up. His thing is that they were up in a previous game, and then the defense let him down. Defense
and
let him down in this game. There's no defense. He let down the team this game because
yep.
the argument was that the defense let him down in the previous game because
He let down the team.
he let down the team. They
Yep.
could stop him, and then you know what I mean. Yeah. I don't really have a team that I really support. I like Green Bay because of Aaron Rodgers, so I don't really have a specific team that I support.
Uh, here is Tendu saying from Cam got that injury, he's been going downhill. He's a phenomenal athlete, but as a QB, he should pack it up. He should switch to running back. And as we talk about running back, producer, if they can switch to the third one about Christian McCaffrey, because Christian McCaffrey is now out for the season. And hold on. Shanila has a question first. Why do you think Cam Newton was so bad against the Dolphins? Um, So, what I think? I think that is the way how you read the defense was poor. I didn't think he picked up the schemes that the defense was doing, because if you remember when they played against Lamar Jackson, and they kept on blitzing, so they didn't give them any chance to run the football. It's the same thing they did with Cam Newton. So, and Cam Newton been out of football forever. He doesn't know the Carolina system. So I believe that was a focal point of exactly why he didn't play well. And here it is. Christian McCaffrey out for the season. He is one of the best five running backs. But what I really want to ask you, Devin, is do you think that as currently constructed, the running back position is just overrated? Because after a while, if we look at, let us look at the running backs. Remember at one point, Zeke
Hmm.
was a big running back.
Hmm.
Christian McCaffrey, Le'Veon Bell, all these players were outstanding, and then, whoops, them just start drop like fly. Alvin Kamara, no, Mark Ingram. So, that's why I realized that teams are always reluctant in paying these running backs. Right now, Zeke is the highest paid running back in the league, and I couldn't tell because
Right.
he's not even the best running back on his team right now. So, do you think that the running back position is a bit devalued right now?
Nah, I don't really think so. I just think like when you have a good season, it's easier. It's easier for them to like defend against the run. Like in comparison, let me use a different position, like a wide receiver. You have a
Mm-hmm.
good season as a wide receiver, right? They'll
Yeah.
try to team up on you, but like you as a player now, you running the route, because you ever look at how some players just run the route, they can do different things, they can, improve on running the route, and then it's like
Yep.
it's hard for a team to even if they double up against you. Once you're a good route runner, as you call it, they can
Yep.
always still be great. You
Yep.
have a good season running back, man, them just load up the middle on you and just figure out how to stop you. So if it's from that perspective, you may say it's overrated, but I don't think so. I just think it's easier to guard against a position as opposed to like a good wide receiver.
Yep. And here is Tendu saying that Christian McCaffrey is a good running back. He and Saquon Barkley, but they can't keep fit. So this is my thing about it, Tendu. I can't consider you good or great if you're unable to be good or great. If you're always in the medical room, in the medical tent, if you're unable to stay fit, you're unable to help the team. You're unable to help the team. So, as a result of that, I just definitely believe that Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, all these running back positions. I just think right now that is why teams are so reluctant in paying them, and they rather to go out and get an undrafted free agent where they can pay a little bit of money. And
Mm-hmm.
here is Tendu saying running backs bring a lot to the game. Look at the Titans, the dynamic Henry brings to the team, and he wins a lot of games for them. All right, so Tendu, the thing is, when it comes down to, you'll always have one or two players who just separate themselves. And I think Derrick Henry is one of them. But no, Derrick Henry is hurt. No, he's hurt. We don't know when he's going to come back. And if he does come back, we don't know if he's still going to be the same Derrick Henry. So that's the thing. When Zeke got his first injury, he never returned to being Zeke. When Saquon got his first injury, he never returned to being Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the things. But when they see quarterbacks get injured, they come back and they're the same quarterback. When wide receivers get injured, they come back, they're the same wide receiver. So I think with all the pounding that the running backs get, you know, I believe that they're devalued. And as we talk about running back, here we go again. Seahawks, they decided to sign Adrian Peterson. Well, I think right now Adrian Peterson is just probably trying to just go for some records right now because Seattle right now is definitely not making the playoffs. Probably he's auditioning for next season. He was with the Titans. They cut him after 3 games, saying that he wasn't good enough. What do you think about this move?
That first thing when I saw it, because when I'm a quarterback, I said, "Yo, he's trying to get on a team for next year." So
Mm-hmm.
he's going to a bad team this season to try and improve his record, see if he can improve his record, so he can get picked up by another team next year. That's just it. And yes, past his better days, but he's just trying to get on a team for next year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, if he was really serious about winning a Super Bowl and so, I think, you should go to one of those teams who, not the team that is last in their division, and definitely, basically only a miracle could get them, into the playoffs. So, I don't like this. I understand that Seattle definitely, because with Chris Carson going down, they definitely need a running game, because obviously the other team's defense can just key in on Russell Wilson, but I just don't think Adrian Peterson is it. Probably he can be a veteran presence in the locker room for next season. Who knows? And I'm hearing Shanila Ellis saying, I think Adrian Peterson should retire. He's done well and had a great career, but he should pack it up. And I totally agree. I think he should just pack it up, enjoy his vacation. But I think, I think the last thing I heard, he was broke or something. I don't know if you heard that story sometime last season. He was broke. You're mute.
I was hearing something like that, saying like
Yeah,
he's broke or something like that.
yeah, I heard that he was broke. So, I'm not really sure, but I just think, these persons getting a chance. If they're going to sign Adrian Peterson, might as well them sign me or you. Give us half of the money that they're giving him, and we can go out there and probably have a similar impact or so. Because I just think he's way past his best right now. So, our producer. So, David, we're going to play a game now, right? The schedule is going to be up for the teams, right? And if the playoffs are started today, all right, I have the matchups that we have going against, right? And we're going to pick who are going to win each individual matchups, and we're going to see who is going to be our Super Bowl champion. So that's how we're going to match out right now. So we're going to match it out right now, this, and then obviously towards the end of the season, we're going to do another one for real. So producer, can you put up that graphic for us, please? Come on. This producer like him holding asleep, man. Producer, wake up. But yeah, so that's the graphic I want to see because right now we had Vikings in the playoffs, but right now the Vikings out of the playoffs. Surprisingly, the Washington football team, the Washington football team is in the playoffs, as we speak right now. So, all right, here we go. All right. So, Devin, I'll let you go first, right? So, obviously, only one team gets a bye, right? So, we're going to start with the AFC. If the playoffs started today,
Mm-hmm.
then it would be Baltimore Ravens getting a bye and Arizona Cardinals getting a bye, right?
Right.
All right. So, let's go to AFC. So, it would have been Chargers versus the Patriots. Who would you pick?
Oh, Patriots.
Patriots. Then it would be the Bills versus the Titans. Who would you pick?
Bills.
All right. And then it would be the Bengals versus the Chiefs.
Bengals and Chiefs. I'll go with the Chiefs.
All right. You go with the Chiefs. So, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that, no.
Mm-hmm.
After you have that, then it would be, like I said, the Bills are going to beat the Titans, right?
Yeah,
So
man.
then it would be the Ravens. It would be the Ravens against the Bills, right? And then it would be the Patriots against the Chiefs. So Ravens against the Bills. Who you have?
Ravens against the Bills. Oh, that's a tough one. Ravens and Bills. I'm gonna go with the Bills.
The Bills. All
Mm-hmm.
right, and then the Patriots against the Chiefs. Who you got?
Patriots and Chiefs. Uh I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. All right. So then the Chiefs versus the Bills in the AFC Championship
Chiefs.
game.
Chiefs. I'm
Then
going
you
with
so
Chiefs.
then you have so then you basically have the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl.
Yes. Them.
All
Yeah.
right. All right, and here we have Tendu saying Patriots, Bills, Bengals. All right. So then now let's go over to the NFC. So Green Bay versus Washington.
Green Bay, of course.
All right. Then San Francisco versus Tampa.
Tampa. Easy.
All right. And then we have the Rams versus the Cowboys.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
You're going with the Rams, right? All right. So then now after that now, then it's going to be the Rams versus the Cardinals, then Green Bay versus Tampa. Who you got?
Rams and Cardinals.
Yes.
Green Bay. I'm going with Cardinals.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Green Bay.
Green Bay versus Tampa.
I'm going with Green Bay.
All right. So then you have Green Bay versus the Cardinals.
Green Bay.
All right. So then you have Super Bowl now.
Green
Chiefs and Green Bay.
Green Bay.
All right. So yeah. So you have so you have Green Bay winning the Super Bowl.
Yes, man. Yes,
All
man.
right. So my
Yeah.
thing is a little bit different from you.
All right.
I believe that the San Francisco 49ers, I believe they will beat the Tampa Bay Bucks. Why? If you look
Huh?
at the Tampa, if you look, no, listen, no, don't get me wrong, no. The 49ers have been playing some really good football. You know, the 49ers have been playing really good football. So when you take a look at it now, I trust the 49ers defense over the Bucks defense. I trust that. I trust that the 49ers offense can be good enough to bring them to the lead and to beat the Bucks. I don't the Bucks is not the same Bucks of last year, you
Mhm.
know. And they got a lot of lucky breaks last year. A lot of interference calls, a lot of false start calls that I don't necessarily think, will go for them. Will go for them this year. So I have Green Bay definitely winning the Super Bowl.
Wait,
No
let me,
doubt.
let me ask you a question. Where would that game be if both of them play?
Which
49ers
game?
and Tampa.
All right. So it will be at Tampa.
At Tampa. Okay.
Yes, it will be at Tampa. The only the only team that won't be playing, so it will be Green Bay will be at home, Bucks would be at home, and the Cowboys would be at home because those teams, from 1 to 4, those teams are the teams that win their division.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are the teams that win their division. So I don't believe, and here is our Tendu saying, I don't believe Chiefs going to the AFC Championship, not to mention the Super Bowl, because there's not one team in the playoffs right now that the Chiefs defense can restrict to under 30. And I couldn't agree with you more, Tendu. That is an excellent comment. I do not believe that the Chiefs will make the Super Bowl. I don't believe that the Chiefs can beat the Patriots if they meet up. I believe that the Patriots defense right now is too good, and
Mhm.
I just believe that the way how they play, how physical they are, I believe that they will be able to restrict the Chiefs and be able to they definitely score more points than them. I believe that Devin is just working off the fact that hey, he
Rookie
just know
quarterback
that.
not gonna beat Mahomes, man.
But he act like says rookie quarterback going up against Mahomes. The rookie quarterback is actually going up against the Chiefs defense. He's
Yeah.
not going up against Mahomes.
Rookie
And
quarterback not gonna beat Andy Reid and Mahomes.
I can't say that because if you say rookie quarterback, then you have to talk about Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniel.
Mhm.
I think Bill Belichick is a better coach than Andy Reid. I think Josh McDaniel is a better offensive coordinator than the enemy over in Kansas City. So I believe that is
For
advantage
the
Patriots.
AFC Championship game, who you have then? You
Hmm?
have
All
Patriots.
right, all right. So this is my team. So I have
Right.
Patriots beating the Chargers. I have obviously depending if Derrick Henry comes back, but right now we don't have him. So I'll have the Bills beating the I have the Bills beating
Chargers.
the Chargers, and I actually have the Cincinnati Bengals beating the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs is a first round exit, and I tend to say, and that's going to force Mahomes to make some big plays, which is going to cause a lot of errors and turnovers. Totally agree. You know,
So
I
Chiefs
think
is it?
that
Bengals knockout first round?
yes, I think that the Bengals offense is really good, full of weapons all over the place. Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. Jamar Chase, Jamar Chase, and there's another player, Tajay Higgins.
Mm-hmm.
Those two wide receivers with Joe Burrow slinging that ball, and the Cincinnati defense is a top 10 defense in the league. And here's Tendu saying Burrow is playing good. So I have absolutely no doubt that that the Bengals can beat the Chiefs. And then after that, no. So then it would be the Ravens. It would be the Ravens against the Bills and the Patriots against the Bengals. And I think that the Patriots will beat the Bengals. And I think that Josh Allen will beat the Ravens. And then I would have the Patriots over Josh Allen. So there will be a Green Bay Patriots Super Bowl.
So you
And
have
then
a
I'll have
rookie. QB going to the Super Bowl.
Yes, I have a rookie. I have a rookie. And then remember, this Sunday, remember this Sunday is going to be, I mean, not Sunday, on Monday actually, it's going to be the Bills against the Patriots. So we can see exactly what this rookie quarterback is made out of. All right, producer, I wanted to put up that graphic for me now about Odell Beckham. Because Davante Adams made a comment because you know that when Odell became a free agent, Green Bay wanted him, Green Bay wanted him badly. And, all right, here we go. So here's Devante saying that we did talk 2 days ago. He said he needed a jersey after the game. I told him to go get Cooper Cup jersey since that's obviously his guy and that's who he wants to be with. So he chose. So basically,
Yo.
for full disclosure, Odell Beckham chose to play with the Los Angeles Rams over the Green Bay Packers. Can say lifestyle. Can say
Yeah,
he
he
already
chose
have
the
a
nightlife. Yes, yes. He chose the
yeah.
nightlife
He
over the
already have a he
yeah.
already has a house in LA and stuff. So what do you make about this quote, Devin?
Yeah, that's like a oh my gosh, that's like shots fired all over, man, all over, all over. Like, but then it's simple. It's just like he chose a nightlife over all the way up in, and then you have to think about it too. Kim, we may be
Yeah,
bashing him, but like, come on, man, yo, Green Bay play up in they call cheese up in Wisconsin there,
yeah,
all the way up there. So, brother, even during the summer up them place they cool.
yep,
Even during summertime up there, it's cold. There's not much entertainment. You'll be just restricted to watching Netflix and being on your computer. And if you're a game person, you play some games. So, so,
yeah.
so you know, LA, come on, that's what he chose over. So you probably have to think about it, or think about the fact that you know how it suits his lifestyle as opposed to what he wants for his career. So he chose a lifestyle over his career.
So this is my thing, Devin, right?
Mm.
This is my thing. Um, this is my thing. Like, it's only until let's say basically January, February,
Mhm.
right? So now we're in December, so it will be November, December, January, February. Because
Yeah,
after that, then he's a free agent again. So there's a lot of things. If Odell had got to Green Bay and won a Super Bowl ring with Green Bay, there could be arguments that he could go in the Hall of Fame.
mm.
But no, with the Rams, I don't think he will win a Super Bowl with them. So then, the only thing Odell is really remembered for right now is that 100 catch in the Giants Cowboys
That's
game.
all.
And they even lost that game as well.
Mm.
And here is Tendu saying OBJ is a flashy party style person. He was either gonna go to Raiders or Rams. Green Bay would fit him, but but I don't think he can survive in Lambeau.
No.
Yeah, he would. You remember that visual when I think he was playing for the Giants when he used his head or the Browns and he was hitting it on the goal post or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably how he would be in Green Bay. That's probably how he would be in Green Bay because, I watched an interview with a Green Bay player and he basically said, hey, there's nothing to do. You go to the movies,
Yeah,
you
that's
watch.
the thing.
And here Shanita Ellis saying, I think Odell got it wrong. He didn't choose winning. He could easily won with Green Bay. And, I totally agree with that. Green Bay already have and she also said, I also think Odell lost a step, so he's no longer a number one receiver. Absolutely sure. Absolutely. I
That's
think he's
true.
a I think he's a good number two, maybe a number three. So I'll say a good number two, definitely a number three. So you know, I don't think that I don't think that he's definitely lost a step. But hey, hopefully he can come to his senses and come to Green Bay next year because I think Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers going to reconstruct that contract, give him around 3, 4 more years after we win the Super Bowl this year. All right. So the last thing that we're going to go ahead and get to, we want to get to this Sunday schedule. I want to get to this Sunday schedule where we can pick out the games that we like. Long time we're gonna give the people them some picks that can put some money in their pocket. And Tendu is saying OBJ hasn't put up decent numbers for the past 3 years. No, he needs to step up. Absolutely. And he needs to step up, obviously, because the second best wide receiver on the Rams is out, Robert Woods. So he definitely needs to play a huge part in the offense. All right. So Devin, the
Yo.
Sunday schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Give us your best 5 picks on this one.
Oh yeah, man. I have them here, so people, and these picks are picks that I actually purchase as well. All right. So, yeah, give us something to go throw the money. All right. So Miami definitely, because and earlier in the week it was said that I wasn't sure if what's his name,
Daniel Jones is
Daniel
definitely
Jones
out.
is playing, but he's definitely not playing. So the line has moved from about Miami to win by 3 to like a touchdown. But I feel with or without Daniel Jones, my beautiful people, Miami would have covered this line with or without Daniel Jones. I know Jones is not around, so Miami definitely. All right. Now the other pickup for you is Tampa. Whenever once Falcons and Matt Ryan sees Tom Brady, doesn't matter if he's in Tampa, whatever he is in New England. Once they see Tom Brady, they just it's like it reminded me of LeBron James and the Toronto Raptors. Once Raptors see LeBron James, LeBron could be playing, but once Raptors see LeBron James, that's it. That's it. It's over. So Tampa gonna cover that spread as well. So that's two. Let me go right in my right where I have it. And I have the Colts. The Colts, where's the Colts? What's the spread again? The Colts should cover Texans by 10. I think Texans just going through the motions. Colts definitely have a chance to make it. You know what
To
I
the
mean?
playoffs.
To the
Yeah.
playoffs. So they're gonna go hard. They're gonna play hard for that game, right? So this other team that is playing, yo, I lost my. This may be a tricky pick, but I just lost all faith in the Philadelphia Eagles. So this
Philadelphia
game, I'm
Eagles.
going with the Jets. I'm going with the Jets to hold on to that point. So you can take the Jets to the points. I think they're giving 5 points. All right, and the
So
last,
you're taking the Jets with the points.
yes, because Jets at home and Jets playing good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last one now is um, Cincinnati. Chargers are in a little slump.
Yeah.
Cincinnati are playing good, and Cincinnati is at home, right? I don't
Yep.
look for it for Cincinnati and that explosive team. I don't know what's going on. Chargers started off real good, and people are saying yes. I mean, with Justin Herbert and everything, but like they're in a little slump now. I think they're gonna continue being a little slump because Cincinnati playing good.
Yep.
Those are the five that I have for you. Blazing
All
five.
right.
Blazing five.
Blazing 5. All right. So people, Christmas is coming up, and there's a lot of gifts need to be bought. Those men out there who have multiple women, Tendu and all those junior and all those people who have 3, 4, 5 women and need to buy all those gifts, and those women out there who have the bona fide man, and then you have another like a side piece, John Mine and Joe. These are the picks that will definitely keep you over the hump. My first pick, I am picking this Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the Baltimore Ravens. Why
Woo!
am I picking? Why am I picking the Steelers to beat the Ravens?
Oh, hold
You
on.
see, teams who are good, teams who are well coached. I just believe that hey, when they get embarrassed one week, they'll come back. They come back very focused the following week.
Not even
So I think that
Steelers with the points, just for them to win outright. Not even with the
not
points.
not even Steelers with the points. This is a must-win game. If Steelers have any, this is Big Ben's last year. This is his last hurrah.
Oh my
If
God.
if 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 Steelers have any chance whatsoever of making it to the playoffs, they
Mm-hmm.
have to win this game. Shem, all right, Shem, you need back your house. Not to worry, Shem. You get your house and your apartment with these picks. All right. So who is that? So I picked the Pittsburgh Steelers. My next pick will be the Miami Dolphins, right? Miami Dolphins tour has been playing absolutely sensational, out of his mind. Slicing and dicing every single defense he has, come up across. Right now, the Dolphins, I think they're on a 4-game winning streak right now, about to be 5 games, and trust me, they are in the playoff hunt as well. They are in the playoff hunt as well. So, Miami will definitely, I think, win this game. My third pick is definitely the Arizona Cardinals with the points. I think the spread is 6. I think they blow out the Chicago Bears.
Yeah,
Kyler Murray is back. DeAndre Hopkins is back. AJ Green is back. All of those players are back. So I have them to win.
I think the spread went up
Um,
to about 8 Kems. Doesn't
uh,
don't make a difference.
Even if it's 18, it doesn't make a difference. The Cardinals will win. I have the Vikings whopping the Lions because the Lions are just absolute trash. And then I have I have the Chargers beating the Bengals for this one. I think that the Chargers, they definitely need a comeback game. And I think this is any opponent they get where they can go sling for sling, touchdown for touchdown win, they'll often come out on top. So I have the Chargers to win that game. And here is Shanila saying that her 5 picks are Arizona, Steelers. She definitely agree with me. Big up yourself, Shanila. Arizona, Steelers, Chiefs, 49ers, and Colts. So,
I
those
love
are
how
some.
picks Shanila except the Chiefs. I don't know if it's cover. I
The
don't know.
Chiefs,
I don't know if to cover the points or just straight win she got it. I'm not sure. Right?
straight win, straight win.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think Chiefs have 10.
10. Yeah. So I don't know
Yeah,
if it's to cover the 10 now, but it's a straight win. Yes.
straight win. Yeah. All right. Individuals in the comment section, those who are listening, please remember to like the video and subscribe. Get your friend, your auntie, your grandma, your great grandma, your great great grandma, your grandfather. Get everybody to subscribe to the channel. The new year is coming and we have a lot of great things for you guys. All right, Devin.
You
So
have
you know that
Cardinals, you have Chargers, and you have Miami.
Cardinals, Chargers, Miami, Steelers,
Oh yes,
uh,
Steelers. Yes.
and I know where's my pick. And San Francisco
Oh,
49ers.
49ers.
Yes, and
Yeah,
49ers.
that's a
No,
good.
yeah, 49ers. Some of them 49ers, but they have Vikings. Either one. Pick your poison. A lot of money. A lot of money to win tomorrow, guys. A lot of money. All right, Devin. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, 3 minutes, any amount of time you need. Talk about anything you want to talk about.
All right, so I'm gonna touch on 2 topics. First, I want to talk about Real Madrid, but specifically Vinny Jr. Like I think it was an early show in September, August. We were there, and I said, like for this season, this man gonna give at least 12 goals. Like earlier, I remember, um, like previous year, he was just always there, and he was playing good, taking on players, but the finishing was poor. Finishing was poor. He
Yeah.
went in, put in some work, and I said, you know what? With this guy, he just need to get the finishing. This guy is just like a season away from having a breakout season because he has that
Yep.
talent, and it's just for him to score the goals. He's scoring the goals now. I think he has 10 goals. So I had him for 12, just for the domestic, because I think he got 12 overall if you put Champions League. But I said it for the domestic season, and
Yep.
he's on 10 right now. So just wanting to get 2 more, and then I would have, I said, okay, he would have achieved what I intended for him from the beginning of the season. And the other thing I want to mention is Big Ben. You know,
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's the right move, and it can give that team, you know, definitely what they need, which is a quarterback. Him leaving, and they can look into getting a quarterback through the draft. I don't know if they're gonna trade up and get a quarterback. So the thing is now, Kim, I don't know what you think if they should go through the draft or trade some pieces to get an established quarterback. I don't know where their picks will be within the within the draft, but
Mm-hmm.
I am thinking that my liking is like I would like for them to like try and build with a quarterback. That's what I would like to see. I don't know what's the thinking of the team or the coach or everything, right?
Yep.
And my final thing I want to talk about, I mentioned it earlier in I think it was on the cricket podcast. Was saying, Kim, this COVID protocol is just it's creeping in the NBA, man. It's creeping in the NBA. Like LeBron was out,
Uh-huh.
there's some other players from Chicago was out. No, one of my favorite young players, Charlotte, and a team that I picked to make to the playoffs. I think they have 4 players. Ball is out, Rozier is out, including some other. Ball and Rozier are the only 2 big name players that I can remember saying is out.
Yep. Yep.
So it's like each day,
Mm-hmm.
it's getting more and more, and it's getting more widespread. It's not like it's restricted to one team or
Yeah.
particular division. It's going right across the teams, whereby and it I don't want it to be where a game may be suspended because you have multiple players from different teams. I don't know if we will get to that, but I'm hoping that it can come in check with all these um COVID protocols and all these possible spread, and the new variant and all these things coming up is not really helping. And I
Yep.
think these guys too, they got to be more responsible. You know, they
Yep.
just after games they're just going out, doing all whatever. Like they got to still be more responsible. Yeah, and think about the duty that they have to perform. You can't tell them on what to do with their personal life or whatever, but they still got to just be more responsible. Because like I was saying to Levon and them, it's like we as fans, we love the sport and we want the game. It's like a getaway from all the harsh reality that exists in this world. So we watch the
Yep.
sport, we feel good, and we talk about it.
Yep.
When the sport is not, when the sport is not on, man, trust me.
Trust me, man. Trust me.
Yeah,
So, and I'm here, Sports Friends is saying 1,000 subscribers by year end is the target, guys. Let us do it. Yeah, so,
that's it. I have
you
nothing
know,
else to say.
we're definitely trying to reach that 1,000 mark by December 31st. We're definitely trying to reach that. Go ahead, Levon.
All right, so I was there just looking at it. Based on what Devin just mentioned, if you look at the MLS, there's a game tomorrow between Philadelphia Unions, I believe it is, against New York, and
Yeah.
Philadelphia Union has like 7 first teamers missing for that game because of COVID.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yep. It's
Yep.
creeping up, but it's coming back again.
Yep, and I think the NBA mentioned something that by December 17, you know, every NBA player has to take that booster shot. If you don't take the booster, then you are subjected to be tested right before the game. You know, so that's another thing. Um, you know, every time you think we're getting away from COVID, when you hear about a new variant coming out, you hear about this and that in China, in this place and that place. So, guys, we just have to do a better job. Everybody have to do a better job, especially those athletes. I see Jokic win a game in Miami. In the night, him and him brothers gone party, no mask at all.
Yeah.
No mask at all. Everybody just out there enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
So, we are still definitely in a pandemic. But what I want to talk about, I know the Golden State Warriors ended Phoenix streak. I know we're going to get into it on the NBA show tomorrow, 7 p.m., same place, same time. Check us out, right? But I know, the Golden State Warriors end the streak, but it must be said that there was no Devin Booker, right? It must be said there was no Devin Booker. So
No
obviously,
producer.
but tomorrow we'll definitely get into it. The Lakers lost to the Clippers. They lost by 4. The Lakers are 12-12 right now, just brushing 500. Look totally out of sorts. Can't play any defense. Can't stop a fly. On offense, they seem very lethargic. I don't know what's going on with my Lakers. I don't know what's going on with LeBron. I just think we definitely need to do better. Chelsea lost today. Um, I'm really happy that Chelsea lost. I told people that West Ham don't lose at home. Since October, people tell me a bunch of nonsense. Here we go. I told people to watch out for Wolves because Wolves not going to concede 2 goals at home. But we'll definitely talk about those things on Monday. But guys, There's a lot of sports going on. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by December 31st. Help us to do so. I know everybody have 10 friends. Everybody have 2, 3 boyfriend or girlfriend, and them have friends too. So, collectively, we can definitely get it done. I believe we're at 530 something right now, if I'm not mistaken. So within 3 4 weeks, or 3 weeks rather, we can get to at least 1,000 subscribers. We suppose we can get to that. So Devin, obviously, as always, definitely thank you for coming. Thank you for being on the show. We'll put in some disciplinary actions for Dwayne and Gary for missing out. So they'll have to pay a fine of the producer, whatever the producer decides. But producer, thank you so much, for this platform. Thank you for your time. Thank you for making this possible. Shemjack, Shanelia, Tendu, Michelle, Lataya, each and everybody, Demo, each and everybody in the comment section who was watching, who was listening. See you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. for the Big Bad NFL show. We will be
NBA.
talking about NBA show, sorry. We will be talking about the Joker Golden State Warriors, who think that they are the best team in the NBA, which they are not, because we already figured out that the Phoenix Suns is the best team, when both teams are healthy. So again, definitely thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow, Shanelia.